Welcome to the latest but greatest, up-to-datest news around the globe featuring MMA. Let's get into it, guys. Subscribe and stick around. Rob Whittaker's thoughts on Pat's hilarious compliment.
But old boy right here, you lost some weight though. You're looking good, man.
I got a ways to go, but we started.
But you lost weight. You're getting a little neck now. You're starting to see like the outline of your neck.
Yeah, a little bit.
So you're looking good, man. Yeah. Maybe it's the shirt.
The worst compliment I've ever gotten in my life, dog.
No, maybe it's the blue shirt you usually wear, but the black. Oh, okay. They do say the black shirt make you look skinny. Okay.
Sean O'Malley says Nate Diaz will get ragdolled.
You know, Dana, I think that fight gets Dana excited. You know, I think Dana's been doing this for a long time. He, could be getting burnt out of it. Fights every weekend. What fight's going to make Dana go, I need to watch that. I have to watch the fight. I need to know what happened. You know, there's a very, very few fights. Me and Peter, Charles and Islam's an interesting fight. Those two fights are the only ones I can really think of coming up that are just so interesting. Like, how does this play out?
Diaz Hamza.
I think a lot of people are just kind of writing Diaz off. I think 90% of people think Hamzat's going to go in there and ragdoll him. I don't necessarily think that's true, but I think that's kind of the narrative around that.
And here's a nice bit of sparring for you. Dillashaw goes in about his drug test.
And people can say whatever they want. When they criticize you, they don't just criticize you for the Cejudo fight. They try to put that cloud over the entire career and take away all the accomplishments, which you never, tested positive for anything after the Barao fights and all that. Does that annoy you?
It does, right? And I'll probably have to answer those questions a bunch throughout this lead up to the fight, right? It does annoy me, especially not only was I drug tested, one of the most out of anyone in the UFC, is that they even went back. So they collect 2 samples when you get drug tested for every fight. Every time they come to my house and they drug test me, there's an A and a B sample. You always got to give 2. And so they can keep it on file and they can retest it if they want to, right? So when I failed that drug test, they want to know if any of my accolades or anything else I did in the past was ever tied to that. So they went back and retested all of my tests all the way back to 2016.
Amanda talks leaving American Top Team.
To set up my gym the way I want, and the amazing part of the whole thing about the gym is I was the one that worked hard, to put that thing together. And I have a couple friends, Nina's dad, friends come help us, and was just a good energy to come back here and then get the belt back. So now I'm here, ready to go, and Saturday I will take my belt home with me.
So now that you've done this training camp on your own, right? I'm curious, what was the best part of it? Because it does sound a little weird. I'm going to leave American Top Team, best facility in the world, best coaches, all the training partners, and you're I want to do it on my own. Now that you've done it, I guess what were the advantages? What's the priority or the good things about it?
It's America Top Team, like you guys know, always was great to me. Dan Lambert, all the coaches, we make history together. So my circle over there, I feel like we made it what it's supposed to,
Derek Lewis doesn't seem to know his opponent.
Fighting Sergey, safe to say that when they gave you his name, you had no idea who he was?
You already know. You didn't know who he was either. Don't try to ask me I know. I ain't know who he was. I still don't know who he is. Do he speak English?
No. He has a very fine translator with him, though, if you need to get anything across to him.
I'm going to have my translator, too. Chang. That's my translator. Watch tomorrow.
Well, so how does that process go? The email comes in, there's some name of some dude you've never even heard of, right? I mean, do you just automatically go yes? Do you ask anybody, should we take this? How does that process go?
It really don't matter. I fought everyone, so I fought guys that should be champions, and I fought guys that should be being a reporter for MMA Junkie.
What's up, guys? Brett Okamoto alongside Derek Lewis, who fights at UFC 277. Derek, do you know who you fight this weekend?
Yeah, I know who I'm fighting.
You do know.
yeah. Y'all need to start setting me up with these questions, man.
Well,
What's his name again?
Well, I just came from your very Sergey.
Sergey. Yeah, I'm fighting Sergey.
Yeah. You know his last name?
It starts with a P.
Starts with a P. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ends with a Avlovich.
Yeah.
Well, I just came from your very entertaining media day.
Mm-mm.
No? You didn't enjoy it?
Let's just go to the next question.
Yeah.
No, let's try to get this over with.
Why? What's the problem with the media? You act like you don't enjoy it, but I think you secretly do enjoy it.
I don't. Sorry, I don't.
Pena says no about moving up to 145.
Wanting to move up or down. Could you see a potential fight at 145 against Amanda, regardless of the outcome of this fight on Saturday?
There's nobody in the division, there's really not. It's a division of who? Amanda? Who else? All the girls that have fought at 45 just went up in weight so that they could have a shot at the belt because they couldn't get done at 135. And it's a division of literally no one. It's, to me, primarily people that either can't make 35 or just don't want to cut the weight. The real fights are at 135.
Could still be that champ status, though.
I'm already a champ.
Thank you all for watching. We will be back 6 PM UK time tomorrow for another one.